Hi guys, welcome back to math. Today we're going to talk about two things. We're going to talk about counting objects and something being the same as something else, okay? So when I say the same as, that means what? The same as, right? It means 1 and 1. Are they the same? Yeah. 2 and 2. They're the same, right? Yeah. The same as means it's the exact same thing as the other thing. I mean, that's pretty easy to think about, isn't it? Okay, so whenever I'm saying the same as and counting, I'm going to ask you, if I say count the numbers on this hand. Okay, so I'm holding up this many numbers. Count the numbers on this hand. 1, 2, 3. Tell me if it's the same as the numbers on this hand. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. Are they the same? They are, aren't they? Yeah. Okay, so let's look up here at the board. I have a couple little circles inside of some squares, okay? What we're going to do is we are going to count the number of circles inside my squares, and then we're going to write the number above the square, and then we're going to talk about which ones are the same, okay? So let's look at this first one. My first square. How many circles are in my first square? Let's count them. 1, 2. 2 circles inside my first square, right? I'm going to put the number 2 right here. 2. There's 2 circles in that square. Okay, let's go over here to this one. How many circles are in that square? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many circles are in the square? 4. So I'm going to put a 4 above this square. Okay, let's go down here to this one. Let's count how many circles are in this square. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to put a 4 because there are 4 circles inside the square. Okay, now let's go to this last one. 1, 2. So I'm going to put a 2 above the square, right? Okay, so we know that this square has 2, this square has 4, this square has 4, and this square has 2. Okay, looking at this one, it has 2. Is there one of the others that's exactly the same as that one? Well, let's look over here. Is 2 the same as 4? If you don't know by looking at the numbers that 2 is not the same as 4, we can look at the objects and count them. There's 2 objects over here, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. That's not the same amount, is it? No, it's not. Well, let's look down one. Well, we know that there's already 4 here, and since there's 4 there, and it's not the same as, and there's 4 here, we know for sure that this is not the same as that, right? Let's look at the last one. Oh, let's look at these. 2 and 2, those numbers look exactly the same, don't they? And then let's look at the objects. 1, 2 inside that box. 1, 2 inside that box. Are those exactly the same? They are, aren't they? Yes. So on the board, I'm just going to draw a line saying these 2 are the same. Okay? Now let's look at this one. We have 4 here. Is it the same as any other one? It's the same as this one, isn't it? Yeah, because there's 4 circles in that box, 4 circles in this box, and we wrote the number 4 here, and I wrote the number 4 here, and they look exactly the same, don't they? Well, except this one's a little bit bigger, but don't worry about that. It's still the same number. So what we're going to do here is we're going to say, well, this one is the exact same as this one. So we know that 2 is the same thing as 2, and 4 is the same thing as 4, right? So, I'm going to let you practice on your own. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow.